Did you know that back in the 12th century, stories of a legendary Christian king named Prester John captivated the imaginations of explorers and monarchs alike? This mythical ruler was said to preside over a prosperous and powerful kingdom somewhere in the east, a land so rich and diverse that it was akin to paradise on earth. But beyond the allure of his wealth, it was Prester John's devout Christianity that intrigued Europe, promising an ally in the struggle against Muslim powers during the time of the Crusades. The first written tales of Prester John emerged in 1145, when a letter, allegedly penned by the king himself, arrived in Europe. This epistle, a masterpiece of medieval imagination, described his dominion as a utopia of marvels, of palaces made of crystal, herds of unicorns, and even a fountain of youth. According to the letter, Prester John's kingdom was so vast that it contained 72 kings, had borders touching the Garden of Eden, and was ruled with wisdom and justice, based on Christian virtue. Though the authenticity of the letter was dubious, it was translated into multiple languages and circulated widely, sparking immense interest and speculation. For medieval Europe, the legend of Prester John came at a time of great religious fervor and conflict. His existence was seen not just as a source of fantastic stories, but also as a potential beacon of hope. Many believed that if he could be found, Prester John might bring his mighty army to aid the Christian cause in the Crusades against Islam. Consequently, the search for him fueled a series of exploratory missions. Travelers and adventurers set out for the East, dreaming of forging alliances and discovering new lands. Among those inspired to find Prester John were the Portuguese navigators of the Age of Exploration. As Portugal sailed down the African coast and around the Cape of Good Hope, they hoped to locate this legendary ally. Figures such as Prince Henry the Navigator spearheaded these efforts, driven in part by both religious zeal and the lure of expanding trade routes. While these endeavors ultimately led to significant discoveries and expanded Europe's understanding of the world, Prester John himself remained elusive, a ghostly figure always just out of reach. Over time, the legend shifted locations, first mesmerizing with stories of a realm in India, then Africa, particularly Ethiopia. The Ethiopian Empire, a Christian kingdom enduring through centuries of Muslim expansion around it, seemed a fitting candidate. Portuguese envoys embarked on journeys deeper into Africa, convinced they might find Prester John there. Despite forging real and lasting connections with Ethiopia, Prester John's mythical kingdom never materialized. Ultimately, the legend of Prester John stands as a remarkable chapter in the history of exploration. It reveals much about the medieval mindset, a mix of desire for wonder, religious devotion, and curiosity that spurred journeys into the unknown. Though explorers never found Prester John, their quests did pave the way for a new era of global exploration and cultural exchange. In the end, Prester John remains a symbol of the hopes and dreams of a bygone era, a tale that underscores humanity's perennial quest for both adventure and understanding. His mythical kingdom, while never found, tantalized and inspired generations, reflecting the timeless allure of the unknown.